Okay, give the intro.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Dungeons and Dragons, where we just sit around on our PCs because of COVID and play some Dungeons and Dragons.
I don't.
What
I
was
don't
that?
think we're allowed to say the C-O-I-C-O.
I don't care. Anyways,
Twitch kids.
I've got two. We have two followers. Twitch is not going to give a shit about us. So,
All right.
Our lovely DM, Aaron. He's no Matt Mercer, but he does tell a brilliant story.
I do indeed. Let's see. I'm lucky enough to have a party that doesn't watch too many films. Being film students themselves, that is embarrassing. But as a result, I get to use great material, and they all think I'm a movie director. Let's pick up where we left off last time. Last time, the party was looking for their kidnapped friend, whose name is posted somewhere. I know, I'm just getting the reference sheet. Okay, I'll just say, yeah, they're looking for Louw. Louw got kidnapped and dragged off in the middle of the night after he went to go check for one last thing he had stashed in the car, the van. Luckily, our barbarian heard him and came outside to find no Louw, but a set of tracks to follow. And so they went to searching. They came into... they went down the street towards the junkyard. Looking around inside the dark junkyard, they heard noises coming from inside. Eventually, they decided to ambush whatever was going to come out of the workshop inside of the junkyard. And the barbarian leapt at it, only to find that his target was a lot smaller than he thought. And he had jumped straight over his target, which happened to be a young, small boy named... Daniels. No?
Tom Sawyer or something.
Oh, Tommy.
Tommy, yeah.
Okay. Yes, I see. It was Tommy. You leapt straight over Tommy, gave him quite a scare, and he went screaming back inside of the workshop. Took some convincing to get Tommy out, and he agreed to turn on the lights inside the junkyard for you so you could quickly search for your friend. He wasn't happy about the whole interrupting his sleep bit. Then you managed to follow the tracks leading through the junkyard, up the hill towards an old manor, the Sawyer's Manor, belonging to the Sawyer's family that set up in this small town, but unfortunately didn't get much profit out of the town as it died to industry. I would suppose all that survived is basically the butchery in town. Following the tracks around, you entered through the back of the house. You heard some noises coming from inside. You were very stealthily scouting around until you came across two hillbillies who discovered you after some difficulties, thinking it was a cat, and then outright attacked you. The one that survived the fight told you the keys for the downstairs were being kept by Pop-Pop, the old man in another room. You followed him, you knocked him out and went to the room that he directed you to, and you've got the keys off the old man. upon leaving the room, the old man did take 2 shots at you with a rifle? Shotgun, yes. And you disarmed him and left him in his couch. After going downstairs, following down into the basement, quite a soggy, damp place. Although keeping the whole house warm with what's it? A radiator. Was it a radiator that kept houses warm
Yes.
before
Yes.
there was internal heating? You followed the tracks leading into another room through a corridor, and into one room you found a body of what looked like your companion. The only problem was he was missing his face, skinned clean off and hanging from a meat hook. He was dead. Only to then pull the curtains and then see your actual companion, Louw, was boiling in a bathtub of murky grey water next to what looks like an industrial freezer. And as you pull him out of the bathtub, you hear the revving of a chainsaw, as the only doorway out is now blocked by a hulking, huge man. Well built, and I would say partially fat too, wearing a lovely yellow apron
Wait.
and
Sorry.
brandishing a chainsaw and a maul, and a 10-pound hammer in one hand, and holding it simultaneously with the chainsaw in both hands. This man is revving the chainsaw, but what is most disturbing about him is that his face is not his own. He's wearing a mask made of human skin. And that's where we pick up right now.
Alright, do we need to roll for initiative?
Yes. Put up the initiative counter.
Awesome.
Okay. Wait, didn't we? Okay. Time to open a notepad and
Oh,
copy and
come
paste
on.
everything. Yay! I'm not first.
Oof, that was almost a 1.
We also.
Alright, and your chainsaw wielding companion.
Companion, is he your friend now?
You can't tell what he's saying. He seems to be laughing at the same time as babbling. As the chainsaw is revving as he swings it left and right. Maybe not a companion. Alright. Going
Why
first.
can't we be friends?
Why can't we be friends?
Because you're wearing faces. 3 8s. Roll the die. 3, so obviously Brock's on top. Bubba in the middle, Emma, and then Yue. Let's give Yule and Frida something to do at the end of the round. Alright. If Yule is even conscious. Brock, you begin. Having survived a few slash wounds already. This member of the Sawyer's family shouldn't be too intimidating.
Alright, I run up to him. Am I still enraged?
No, you'd have to be re-enraged.
Alright, I go into a rage. I run up to him and I grab his. What's he doing with the chainsaw? Is he swinging it above his head or?
Yeah, he's holding it in front of him. you'd have to get you'd have to disarm the chainsaw that is between you and him.
Yeah, I try to grab his arms and try to disarm him.
Of the chainsaw,
Yes.
avoiding the swirling blades.
Is
in
there a
between,
kill
pointing at
switch
you.
on the chainsaw?
It looks custom, you would say, put together, repaired several times over, an older model.
Shit.
It's got a a handle that squeezes and revs the chainsaw. Other than that, you don't see an off switch in the way he's swinging it about. So you would have to disarm it while it's active. Make a strength check, and you're raging, so it would cancel out the disadvantage. Contest for the strength.
Okay.
You rolled a 14.
Oh, well, shit. Sorry. Wrong thing. 18.
You vehemently pull the chainsaw loose from his grip, and it is now in your one hand, the revving chainsaw. Yeah. Fully equipping it. What, didn't you have your hunting knife out?
I do not remember. That would be my action, right?
Probably, yes. Disarming him would be an action.
And throwing an object would be a bonus action.
Yes.
Alright, I'm chucking the chainsaw into the bathwater. Just
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
throwing it over their head and just chucking it into the bathwater. Hello?
I hear you.
Okay. Thought I lost you guys there for a second.
With great success, the chainsaw does not cleave anybody's head off, as it is flung over and it lands in the bathtub, sinking to the bottom. You just see sparks fly as this chainsaw is now in the water. All the large man is left with is a 10-pound hammer in his one hand that he seems to wield with quite some ease. You know what a 10-pound hammer is?
Yeah, yeah.
It looks like it's gonna hurt. He lifts the 10-pound hammer up and fully swings it, making his first attack at you, Brock.
Alright.
14 to hit.
Oh, that misses! Natural armor, baby!
Emma, he first has to make a wisdom saving throw. He fails, and so he targets Brock again. A 17 this
Yeah,
time.
that does it.
So it is 1d8. You take 8 points of damage. And whatever you are holding, you are disarmed, as he has completely struck you off your center of balance.
I'm not currently holding anything, so I
Alright,
take 4.
yes. The bludgeoning damage from the mole,
Alright.
or from the 10-pound hammer. He quickly shuffles past you all, trying to get to the chainsaw in the bathtub.
Yeah, that thing's fucked.
Still his precious chainsaw.
Would he go out of my
It's a tight room, I would say.
okay.
Assume you don't get out of his attack range either.
Alright.
Emma, it's your turn. Emma?
Yeah. Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. You
Okay,
pushed
sorry.
the door.
No, I'm not. Just my mic is fiddly. See, I'm actually going to hold my action and put in healing word when I see someone gravely injured. One of my comrades gravely injured.
All right.
So if they take on a big injury, I'll use healing word as a reaction.
All right then. That'll
Yeah.
be your turn.
Yes.
UA, it's now your turn.
What's the lighting condition of the room?
The lighting condition of the room.
Would you describe it as dimly lit?
Possibly, yes.
I'm going to use my Shadow Blade. So I cast Shadow Blade, and I am going to try and hit him with it. I assume it's my spell attack modifier I use for it, right?
The Shadow Blade has been reworked. Has it? No, that's Burning Green Flame Blade. Yes, I think you use your spell attack modifier to use it.
Right, and I get advantage because it is in a dim lit room. 11?
To hit?
Yeah.
No, sadly that does not hit him.
Okay, but I hold concentration for 1 minute, so I still have it.
Alright.
Oh, it's a bonus action. Or is
To
it a
pull it
bonus
out.
action too? Oh, so I can't use it yet.
That's a bonus action to pull it out. It's an action to attack with it.
Okay, yeah, I can use my bonus action before my action. Alright, never mind, and that is my turn.
Almost a bit of a disastrous start for everyone involved. Oh, it counts as a simple melee weapon, which you're proficient with. So it has the finesse property, so you can use your dexterity to attack with it. Alright then. Circling to the end of the turn, Frida would pull aside Yule's sleepy body, soaked wet, pull him aside as Bubba is trying to get to the bathtub. Brock, it's your turn again.
I take out my baseball bat. My modified bat. Walk up to him, raise it into the air, and bring it down upon his skull. I go into a frenzy rage.
Alright then. To make 2 attacks against him.
Yes. So that is plus 6 to attack. 11 to hit.
That does not hit.
12 to hit.
12 does not hit.
Yeah, there you have it.
Unsuccessfully, the railing above his head blocks both attacks as he is mindlessly fumbling through the water. Next, it is his turn. As he pulls the chainsaw out of the water, you hear no noise coming from it. Almost completely soaked, the entire chainsaw, as he's attempting to fix it by whacking it.
Yeah, no, that you're not gonna fix that, dude.
It doesn't seem to be successful. Emma, it's your turn.
I hold my turn again to use Healing Word as a reaction towards anyone who is gravely injured in the next round.
Alright then. Following that, it would be Yue's turn.
I'm gonna try hit him again. So I have to use my dex, right?
Yes.
Alright.
But it's dim light, so you get advantage.
Yeah, so it's +3 then. So 21.
That hits.
It's 2d8 psychic damage. Woo! Yeah.
It seems he's very much unfazed by the damage he's taken. Wait, don't you add your dexterity to it?
Yeah, probably. That would be
5 points of damage.
yeah.
Still unfazed as the blade passes through him. He barely shrugs. Almost as if he's seen more horrifying things. Or maybe done more horrifying things. With
Wait,
you,
wouldn't it +1? So it would be +3 to hit because it's my dex
proficiency.
proficiency. So it's just +1 extra damage. So it's 3 points.
Alright. Blade does well. If he's probably looking at you, maybe. Then hopefully you'll have more luck. With Yule out of the way, Frida. Was she Battlesmith, right?
Yeah, she's battlesmith.
Frida will pull out her multi-purpose tool and cast. Press the button on it and weave what looks like a tiny ice cube and scatter shots at Bubba, doing chill touch. No?
Frost.
Ray of
Frost,
Frost. Yes.
Oh.
And she hits. That's high enough to hit. Ray of Frost. Does 1d8 damage. And reduces their movement speed by 10. The Bubba seems to slow down. Just ever so slightly, but he's not moving anywhere right now. Brock, it's your turn again.
Awesome. Alright, so I'm gonna attack him again twice. 21 to hit and natural 1.
Alright then. With your second frenzy attack, you hit him. This time, managing to avoid the guardrail, you swing at his lower hind leg and get a lug nut into the knee. A roll for damage.
That is a D8. Ten damage, bludgeoning.
As bludgeoning damage, you hear a sort of cracking noise on the lower leg. His knee sort of looks a bit out of shape now.
And I rolled a 7.
Stun. You rolled a 7. It
Yeah.
doesn't stun him.
Alright.
Bubba. Start of his round.
My second
Little-
attack was a natural 1.
Ah, okay. Oh, those were your 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright, that's what a frenzy does. The natural 1 sort of... you overpulled your muscle at some point swinging in. You won't have that advantage until a long rest. You won't have the advantage on strength checks until you get a long rest.
Oh.
and straighten out your shoulder.
Oh, wait, yeah, this. I forgot. I'm also exhausted with level 1 exhaustion.
And you frenzied again.
Yeah.
You level 2 exhaustion.
After my frenzy, I'll be level 2 exhaustion.
Alright, so that'll be the end of the turn. The Baba fiddles around inside of the pockets of his apron and pulls out what looks like a small fuse and quickly replaces it. Vroom, vroom, vroom. The chainsaw revs up again almost immediately as he pulls on the handle. Vroom. And he is now happy again as he brings it back around, looking at all of you, swinging his chainsaw left and right. Emma, it's your turn.
Shit.
I. What's my spells again? Should I cast Hold Person on him?
Maybe. It's up to you. If you think he's gonna move.
Would that count as an attack and disintegrate my sanctuary?
Yes, you'd be targeting somebody.
Yeah, no. I'll take a step back and hold my move to use Healing Word as a reaction.
Okay. Yue, it's your turn.
Still have hope in my spell. I can cast another spell while holding concentration on.
You can.
Can I?
You hold concentration, but you can't cast another concentration spell.
Okay, well, then I'm gonna use my bonus action to restore a second level spell slot. And then I'm going to cast Tasha's Mind Whip on him. He has to make an intelligence save. I'm hoping he's dumb as shit.
You made the correct deduction. Rolls a 13.
That's my save.
Tasha's Mind Whip whips through him. And
Okay, well, he still takes half damage. But it would have been nice if he couldn't do stuff, but fine. No damage. That is fine. 3d6 psychic damage.
half of 3d6. Alright.
And that is 8.
As the whip sort of lashes across his face, you assume maybe the mask is protecting him in some way. As his mind is sort of unaffected by the whip itself. Once again, Frida casts her spell against him and hits, doing another d8 cold damage as she scattershots another ice cube towards him. Yule has yet to wake up as he's still drenched and what looks like extreme discomfort. Brock, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm taking my 2 attacks and I'm aiming for his right arm.
Alright.
I'm gonna
Swing
break
two.
that bitch. 10.
That does not hit. The second attack.
14.
That
What
just
is-
manages to hit.
Oh, thank you. What is with these rolls tonight? 11 damage.
11 points of damage as you bruise his shoulder with the baseball bat.
I'm going more for the arm so he can't hold the damn chainsaw anymore. The
Seems he still
lower
manages to hold the chainsaw. As he then even with his slowed movement speed, he just needs to move 20 foot as he waves his chainsaw back and forth, left and right, as he crosses both your paths. Brock and Emma, can you make... Oh, he makes an attack. Let's see. A nat 20
Oh, fuck.
They
as his chainsaw sweeps across the room. That's 4? Yeah. Doing a total of, not so much damage. That's 6, so we double the dice. 6, 7, 8, so that's 16, plus 4 is just 20 damage.
I'm down.
Boom, boom, boom. As you receive deep lacerations from his chainsaw's swipes, almost completely knocking you on the ground with his immense momentum as he moves forward. And everybody in that path is prone.
Ah.
So all prone.
Emma has currently lost her protection,
Sanctuary.
or sanctuary, yes. She's prone. And Brock is currently prone, but he looks extremely winded. And that was Bubba's turn. Emma, can you make your death saving throw?
What? Death saving throw.
Yes, you're down.
Yeah. Guys, it's nice knowing you.
What is this? The second time you were down at the start of combat? The very first time was the first session.
Scene. Woo!
You succeed. Maybe it wasn't such a bad cut. Louw, chainsaw wielding madman, is looking to charge in your direction.
I can't remember if I've used my Swift Strider thing this.
Not this session, no.
Alright. Then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use my bonus action to assume a more bestial appearance. So I also move back. What is it? 10 feet as a reaction.
Alright.
And yeah, then I also gain temporary HP. I'll add that now. But I'm going to cast Burning Hands. Can I jump back the other direction? Right.
In between what looks like a large tub full of oil, or a strange smelling liquid, and the hooked person. Wait,
No.
okay, you move your character 10 feet there.
Alright. Alright. I just don't want to hit my fellow comrades with my burning hands.
Okay.
But I want to be 10 feet away from him. Alright. So I'm gonna cast Burning Hands. He has to make a dex save.
Alright then. A dex save from him. He fails gloriously.
Alright. So he takes 3d6 fire damage, all of it. That's 15.
Setting his clothes on fire, his shoes, his mask, the leather mask burns. The chainsaw even bursts into flames at some point, and his entire body is wreathed in fire, as well as the back wall and parts of the door. He is burning up. In pain and flailing wildly around. You just hear the angry revving of a chainsaw, and his patting down these flames, trying to put himself out. There's no symbol for being on fire, sadly. I think that's what Roll20 should have, is
Just put a red
something-
dot there.
something that surrounds character tokens with an effect. Alright, Brock, it's your turn.
Awesome. I have my movement speed to get up.
You're no longer prone.
And I try to beat his ass again with my bat.
Alright, swing, roll to hit.
15 to hit.
15 to hit.
Another 15 to hit.
Both hit.
Yeah. 12 damage. And
On the
7
first.
damage max and minimum.
See if you stun. See if you stun him.
Alright. 19. And a 3.
The 19 does stun him
Yes!
as he's distracted by the flames burning all over his body. A swift knock releases some of the teeth from his mouth, and he is absolutely dazed and disorientated. For one round, he is now stunned.
Alright, cool.
That's Bubba's turn as he continues to burn. Takes 1 point of damage. Emma, your second death saving throw. Oh wait. Sorry. Frida at the end of her turn sent her Steel Defender over to spray some lovely aromatic scents and what smells almost like a bit of weed in your direction. Doing healing word.
Yay!
What was it?
I-
2d4 for the Steel Defenders.
I think so. I think it's 2d4 plus your intelligence modifier.
Alright, so let's say you gain a minimum of 6 hit points, as the smell of weed has revitalized you. An ocean breeze. Well, I'll give you 8. Emma, you're still prone, but above you, directly above you, is the same lunatic that nearly just killed you, but on fire. Screeching as the chainsaw is still revving in his hands. You're on mute, I think.
Sorry, what? Can you repeat that?
I thought you were on mute. I repeat, basically, you're waking up prone, and the chainsaw-wielding lunatic who nearly killed you is on fire. That's all you see.
I'm too shocked to actually react, honestly. If I would be too shocked, just like, what? Am I still like in that loop, like limbo, dream limbo? Just like, what? You know, when you just wake up and you don't know who you are.
Mm.
Yeah. That's what I'm feeling right now.
You're just gonna lay there.
Maybe roll away from the fire. Roll. Not
Alright,
stand up and walk, just roll.
crawl away.
Yeah, crawl away.
Yue, it's your turn again.
I'm gonna try to take another stab at him. Oh wait, I'm not close enough, am I? If I move over here, I can do burning hands at him again. Dex save.
Another dex save from him. Okay. 13. He succeeds.
Yes, unfortunately.
So he still takes half. Roll the damage.
Oh yeah, body still takes off. Sorry.
9 points of damage. No, half of that. 4. Round it up.
5.
5 then. Brock, you see he is burnt nearly to a crisp and still recovering from that last hit. It's your turn.
Alright, let's see here now. Roll. 16
You hit.
and 12. Eight bludgeoning damage to the skull.
8 bludgeoning damage to the skull. He just manages to put out the fire as you come swinging down the baseball bat, and you brutally hear a horrible cracking sound underneath the leathery mask. But he still manages to stand on his feet.
Alright, cool.
His turn. As his chainsaw is now burnt, he swings the maul at you, the 10-pound hammer at you for his first attack. That is with a 20 to hit, dealing d8 plus 4, 7 points of damage.
But that's a 3.
Yeah, it's plus 4.
Okay. So what's half of 7 again? 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then walking over here and making his second attack at UA. 23 to hit.
As my reaction, I move 10 feet back, and I move 10 feet back. As
Squeezing into a hole.
Person. Other way.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
It's got a bit of movement left as well. Because you reacted to him moving within you.
I reacted to him trying to hit me.
Oh, trying to hit you. Can the Swift Strider move out of, away from somebody trying to hit them?
It just says that you can move 10 feet back as a reaction.
Ah, okay. And it counts as disengage.
Yes, it says without provoking opportunity attacks.
Ah, okay, so he actually misses his attack since you're no longer within range. So it's a once per combat thing, I think.
I stick my tongue out at him.
Then, that's his turn. Emma, it's your turn.
I cast Healing Word on Brock. Brock. So, Healing Word, let me...
Healing words 1d4.
Yeah, let me... There is a card that I can use, so... 1d4 plus spellcasting ability, ooh. My spellcasting ability says 15.
That's your DC, I think.
Yeah, so spell attack bonus. Plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Alright, so what's your charisma, cleric?
Plus 5.
Alright then, so it's 4 plus d4 plus 5.
No, it's also doesn't it like also put in an extra point somewhere in the handbook?
That's only if you're a life cleric.
They lied to me. Any case, okay, so
Healing
this
word
is
is yeah, so it's 1d4 plus
1d4
5 for you.
plus 5. Eight.
Healing Brock for 8.
Yay. Thank you.
Yue, it's your turn.
I'll squeeze past Frida, yeah, and I'll do burning hands at him again.
Okay. From behind the corpse.
Yes. Is he up, or is he lying down?
The corpse, it's hanging.
So it's in the way.
Yeah.
And I'll just scooch a bit, like that.
Alright then.
He has to make another dex save.
Dex save
Actu-
he makes.
Sorry,
Uh,
I just googled it. It says spell attack modifier is proficiency bonus plus wisdom.
proficiency bonus plus wisdom.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Brock, you get another 2 points of healing.
Yay.
So it's
Okay.
10. Okay.
As this time the flames engulf him entirely. Chainsaw stops revving, and his entire body is just a burning mass of flame as he drops to the ground. Dead. If that was... yes. You managed to kill him.
Hey, I get to loot his body.
After you put the flames out.
Does prestidigitation work for putting out flames?
There's a bathtub filled with water.
Okay, I guess I'll look for a bucket somewhere there. I assume there's a bucket. I hope there's a bucket.
No bucket.
Oh, so they didn't do waterboarding.
No, I think they did boiling. Like boiling people alive to soften the skin.
I'll just throw him in the bath. Try to.
No, just leave him. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
How is the water being boiled?
There is a lovely setup underneath where a gas stove is sort of the mechanics of it is burning underneath a bathtub, turning the bathtub into a pot or a cauldron.
Alright, is there pipes?
Not
Or a valve?
yeah,
Some way
there's
to turn it
essentially a
off?
bath, a valve above the bathtub that lets in new water.
No, not water. Trying to turn off the gas.
Yeah, next to the bathtub on the back side, there seems to be a container for the gas.
Alright, I turn off the gas.
Turning off the gas. Closing it. The gas stops spewing, and it doesn't seem like the bathtub is any colder yet.
Alright, just throw him in there just to put him out and then throw him back out again.
Okay.
Yeah, do that.
Everybody dragging the giant body, or the big body, that's still on fire. You'll take 4 points of fire damage as you are dragging something that's burning.
Oh no, my temporary hit points.
And you then extinguish him. As most of the water of the bath sort of spills over as he's dumped inside, the fire goes out.
Alright, dragging him out again.
And then, once again, dragging him out. He's lighter than what he was beforehand, and pretty much has no clothes on, because it was all burnt to a crisp. His skin is hardly recognizable anymore. The chainsaw is broken.
What about the mask?
The mask has been burnt.
Shit.
Could our artificer maybe repair the chainsaw?
Possibly. She could tinker with it. It seems to have the main components.
Alright,
Alright, let's put it in the bag of holding.
No, I say leave it. Did I see a telephone anywhere in the house?
Make a history check.
History.
Can I assist?
+1.
If he's thinking to himself where he saw a telephone, maybe not.
17.
You saw a lot of junk around the house, but no noticeable telephone. Essentially, there'd be one hanging on the wall somewhere. You don't think you could have walked into one. If it was ringing, maybe you could have heard it, because they're audible throughout the house.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the kitchen, maybe see if I can find one there.
I
Alright.
assume by now 1 minute has passed.
Yeah, I'm now on the exhaustion level 2.
Alright then. Making your way upstairs. Let's close this. So with Yule safely rescued and the Sawyer family mostly dead, you go upstairs and you see the one sibling you knocked out still lying on the floor, cold, out cold. The old man is not in the seat where you left him, and you hear a bit of a chatting going on. As you make your way to the kitchen, you find that the old man, or not the kitchen, the main dining room, you find that the old man is on the payphone. He's sort of like dialing it very slowly.
You know the like the little switch on the receiver that like makes it line dead if you press on it.
Yes, yeah, I know that one.
The
I
teeny
just
button.
slowly reach over and just like press it down and just stare.
The rickety old man sort of just holds the payphone and does a very soft-hearted slap at your hand, almost in slow motion, as he tries to dial again, starting with a 0 and then slowly going over to a 2 and another 2, then a 6.
I lob a firebolt at him.
And he's a feeble old man, come
He
on.
bursts into
Tried
flames.
to blow us up with a shotgun. I'm sorry, but I don't care how feeble this old man is. He's certainly not innocent.
He bursts into flames, but hardly notices. By the time he does, it's already too late, and he collapses to the floor with the payphone in hand as he lets it go, and then he lets out a sigh.
Good riddance.
Alright, you're going to explain that to the FBI.
What FBI?
I
This
put-
town is clearly weird as hell. We just witnessed some poor
Did-
suicidal lady get wrapped up in saran wrap and then put in a boot.
Did,
That was the forensic science going on there.
Did the cop ever give me his number?
I don't trust that
No.
cop.
Is there a way to dial like a help desk or
If you know the number,
no? For example, if you don't know the number, isn't there a way to
that would be in the old days, essentially,
okay.
if there was receivers.
This is the
Oh.
old days.
Not that old. They had
Operator.
automatic.
Okay, so not this is not that old.
Yeah, the operators were replaced and payphones were used,
Okay.
or home phones were used to communicate across
Landline.
town.
I dial 911.
Unfortunately, that has not been established yet.
What? Ah, damn
That's a
it.
1980s thing.
Oh, okay, we're in the 70s. Do I know any number from anybody in town?
Grab the car and go. Please.
Yeah, I agree with Emma here. I think we should just leave. I felt like I've been tried to be
That-
murdered
that-
enough
Alright.
times by now.
This is a whole conspiracy. We should just leave. We still have our car. It can still start, okay?
Yeah, but we didn't come with the car.
We can walk back.
Yeah, okay.
We have feet.
Anybody? Okay, yeah.
The car.
However, we still
the
have
car
this.
is in the parking lot.
Yeah, we still have this guy tied up, though.
Isn't he bleeding out?
He is out cold, like he's unconscious.
Yeah, but like last time you prevented me from healing him when he was bleeding out.
No, I did put a cloth around his wound.
Did you?
I did tie a cloth around his wound. So, I say we leave. I'm just gonna tie him to something. Or no, I'm just gonna hog tie him right there, and then leave.
As you're busy hog tying, you hear the sound of a motor car sort of pull up to the house. You can hear its engine sort of rev a bit, and then the car turns off.
Oh, what
It's
now?
now early morning, essentially.
Is the sun up?
Yes, the sun has.
Oh, we've gone without sleep.
It's like 4 in the morning now. You hear the front door open up, and from the chatter, somebody yells down from the front door. Hey, Reggie! Reggie and Leonard! Come help me with this broad. She's the one that got away. And then afterwards, I'm gonna need you to come with me. We're gonna have to get those groupies that are staying at the motel.
Do I recognize the voice?
Quite easily. It's the sheriff.
Told you.
Doesn't as he comes around the corner, you see.
I rush
well,
him. I rush him immediately.
He sees you. What in tarnation? He also sees Reggie tied up in the corner. You're gonna roll initiative.
Oh, hell yes.
Yeah, okay, initiative.
16.
Oh, 3.
$19.
I'm not on the initiative counter yet.
All right, there you are.
Okay, thank you.
All right then.
Oh yeah, I exist too.
Yes, you do.
I was
Sorry,
wondering why I was so quiet.
Yeah. Hey.
7.
Du-du.
You see him as you're rushing him. He whips out his 9-iron on his hip, and he looses a bullet in your direction faster than you can even take your second step.
Oh, that misses.
Still pluses his modifier.
Ah, fuck.
Oh yeah, it's +4. All right, so that's 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Guns do. Ah, there we go. Pistol. No, revolver. 2d8. Piercing.
Didn't you say guns do,
Critical damage.
Yeah.
Bam. 30 points of damage. Not enough to kill you, but that bullet clearly tore through you in an instant.
I am down, dude.
He says, I knew you all smelled fishy and weedy.
Hey.
Chock full of that hippie stuff. To think you'd come and attack my family, my home. Sawyers will not go down easily.
Oh, he's a fucking so dang nabbit.
Brock, you can make your first. Wait, don't you have that
Oh,
ability where
yeah. Yeah, I forgot it was an orc race. Woohoo!
not down? But you're not raging.
No, I'm outrageous, dude. I'm just gonna lay there and pretend to be dead.
Alright, make a performance roll as you got shot. You clearly got shot, but let's see if you can pretend to be dead.
Do I have advantage because I got shot?
Yes.
And performance +1. Come on, dice, don't screw me now. Shit. That's a 6.
With the advantage.
Oh wait, yeah, advantage, yeah.
The thing you just argued for.
Yes!
Nat 20.
Thank you!
A bit of blood splatter on the ground.
That anime coughing blood.
Yeah, as you just lay on the ground there. With your dagger in your... Or what's it? It's sheath. By your hip. As you
Alright.
lay in waiting. You are prone, however.
Yeah.
But he is convinced you're dead. Emma, it's your turn. You have just seen a man murder Brock. Brock is lying on the floor dead.
Damn it. My character has too much of a sissy to do something. Fuck. Why did I make her so feeble? Can I cast Hold Person?
Yes, you can.
Yay. I'm just gonna cast Hold Person because I can't attack and I want to not die like Brock. So Hold Person,
A wisdom
they
save coming from the sheriff.
ooh.
He rolled a 13.
He does not succeed.
And mid-sentence, he's like, the Sawyers will not be taken. And he's just frozen in place.
You may do something.
I shall
One-shot
certainly
him.
try.
Please one-shot him.
I have one burning hands left. Alright. Can I make it till here?
Yeah, easily. You can make it there.
Burning hands him. He has to make a dex save.
He fails.
Yes. Yeah. He takes 8 points of fire damage.
Still on fire. Okay, so at the end of his turn he has to make another wisdom save. His turn goes past, and yeah, makes another wisdom save. 15.
Under dot.
He shakes himself loose, and he's confused as to what just happened to him. Looking around, that's the end of his turn. Brock, he's still gonna lie there on the floor.
He's unable to draw his weapon, right?
His turn's over. His weapon's still drawn.
Okay, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna walk up to him, if I can. I believe I have enough movement speed. And I'm going to take the weapon from him.
Okay. Yeah. Trying to snatch the weapon out of his hand.
Yeah, disarming him.
Disarming. Yeah, let's see what you roll for strength.
I have disadvantage.
Because you're exhausted beyond belief, bleeding, and shot.
Oh shit! The barbarians doing rough here, guys.
Holding in there.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, that's a fumble.
Ugh,
Even though his hands are soft and flimsy, like a woman's,
I'm weak.
his grip is still stronger than yours as you wince in incredible pain as you walk over to him. As you reach over to grab the gun from him, he just holds it a bit back, and he slaps you. Get your own damn gun, boy. Emma, it's your
Get
turn.
my own damn gun. Huh.
Emma.
Well, hold on. My turn isn't over yet.
Alright, okay.
Did I loot shotgun shells from the old man?
No. That's
Right.
we established you couldn't.
I yell from the to the back to whose character icon is this again?
That's Emma.
Emma.
Yeah.
Search your old man for shells. As I take the shotgun, the double barrel shotgun out of the briefcase.
You call forth and the shotgun enters your hand and you pull it out of the briefcase. He once again replies, "What the hell? Where'd that come from?
That's
my
none of your
pops.
concern.
That's my pop's gun."
Yep. And I'm gonna use it to blow your head off if you do not drop yours.
I'm the law around here, boy, and you've just gone and crossed it. Emma, it's your turn.
Okay. As I search for like bullets on the old man, I just like underneath my breath just say sorry for disturbing you, and then just try and get bullets.
Make an investigation check.
That's intelligent. Investigation. Can't it just be something with wisdom? I'm a wise person, apparently. According according to my stats, I'm very wise. 17. Nice.
As you're rummaging through the pockets, and then the jacket pockets come up empty with lint, and his pants pockets. You found like a wallet, and then you eventually search the shoes, and there you find tucked into his boots, in the back heels, are 2 shotgun shells. Also,
Okay.
you find that as you pull out the shotgun shells, you see the old man's eyes pop wide open, and he looks at you. He's still just lying on the ground. His hair is burnt, though. He's not dead.
Fuck.
He's also playing the long game.
I use my movement to rush over to Brock and just give him the bullets.
Tossing Brock the bullets. Brock, you can now reload your shotgun.
Yes.
Oh yeah, guys, that old man ain't dead.
Yue, it's your turn.
Wait a minute. No, that's a previous town.
Sorry, I forgot to press my button. So I'm out of spell slots. I'll just lob a firebolt at him.
You can hold concentration on the blade for an hour, I think.
It's I think it's just 1 minute. I'll check.
1 minute. Yeah, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Alright, so firebolt it is. Yeah, alright. $21, I assume that hits.
Yes.
Eight points of fire.
First you take my family's lives. Now you took our guns. What's next? You're gonna take our jobs? You're gonna take our jobs?
You're gonna take our games.
Michelle goes over and bludgeons the old man in the face with a heavy object she found. Yule is cheering her on in an exhausted status. The sheriff once again whips out his pistol. Quick as a flash, he shoots at you, Brock.
Oh, shit.
It's like barely alive.
Oh, the +4. Okay.
What is it?
12 doesn't hit.
Oh!
And as a bonus action, he makes a second attack with the pistol, but without its modifier at UA.
Oh.
The gun, the revolver clicks, and you just hear a loud, not a bullet going off. Essentially, as he's forced the hammer back too far, it sort of made a click, and then the spring shot out, and now his gun no longer works. Took my gun. Brock, it's your turn. He's damaged his own rifle, his own revolver.
All right. I'll load the shotgun.
It's a bonus action.
Yes.
Clicking it together, you now
Is he
have
still
2 fresh
holding?
bullets.
Is he still holding the gun?
Yeah, he's still holding his gun.
All right. I point the shotgun in his face. I tell him to drop it, intimidating him.
Roll intimidation check.
Straight roll, or what does exhaustion
Yeah, exhaustion level 2 will affect it.
Alright, intimidation. Eight. Yeah.
He rolled a 11. You think you can scare me, boy?
I pulled the trigger.
Alright, shotguns.
It's point blank range. I can't miss.
You can still roll to hit.
Let's see. Yeah,
Yeah, the one-
you didn't give me the stats for that yet.
So it's still a roll to hit. It does 2d8 piercing per shot.
2d8.
Then it's got 2 shots before it needs to reload.
Alright, and what modifier does he use? Dexterity.
Yeah, it's a martial ranged weapon.
Alright. So that is a +2 with disadvantage. Nine. 11.
11.
Yeah.
You've never felt the recoil of a full shotgun before, as when it kicks off and fires, it throws you back almost entirely because you didn't realize how to hold a shotgun. The gun's recoil kicks back so hard that the hole is shot through the roof instead of the sheriff's face. He still stands there, pale as a ghost, as you've now successfully intimidated him.
I point the gun at his face again. And I say, drop it.
Emma, it's your turn.
Alright, I'll be back. Just hold on.
I cast Hold Person in the sheriff again. So he should make a wisdom throw, I think.
Yeah, he rolled a 20.
Fuck. Hey, that was my turn.
Yeah. It's your turn.
I will firebolt him again.
That hits.
21 again. And 8 points again.
Another 8 points of fire damage as he keeps getting attacked. He was gonna drop his gun. Yeah, he puts it down slowly with the shotgun pointed at him. And as he puts it down next to him, he slides it over to UA.
Can I pick it up, or is that an action?
Yeah, it's an action to pick it up.
Alright, I'll pick it up in my next turn.
You do, however, see him pulling as he gets up, he pulls his pants leg up and he whips out the gun that he took from Emma's corpse, and he fires it again. It seems to be his second gun.
At me?
At Brock.
Can I try to antagonize him to make him shoot at me instead of Brock? Like as a reaction, maybe?
I think the shotgun in his face is a bigger problem.
Fine. Farewell, Brock.
He hits. This one's a pistol, so it does less damage.
I'm sorry, what's happening?
Oh, he put the gun down and slid it over to UA, and then he went to stand back up again, and he pulled the gun he took from Emma out of his leg holster and he shot you in the shin.
Done?
Oh, come on. So I'm down?
Kind of. Yeah, it is a different gun, so... Oh, it's a pistol.
Yeah, but I've got 1 HP, dude.
You take 2 points of damage as you get shot through the shin, and then all your exhaustion hits you at once, and the world fades to black as you just drop to the ground. Let's see. 8. Ooh, that's low enough. As you drop to the ground, you accidentally set off the shotgun that fires another hole in the back of the back of the house, or the front of the house right here, completely emptying out the shotgun and blowing, pretty much startling the crap out of the sheriff, as he's now got his pistol in his hand. Brock, unfortunately, you need to make a death saving throw.
Crap. 19!
You've lived through worse. You've been to no? Yeah,
I've been to
you've been to
Nam.
Nam. You've been to Nam. You didn't get that much shot or stabbed in Nam, but you were mostly the one doing the shooting and the stabbing.
Mm.
But you did get a bullet wound, a graze, that got you... What, does that get you a Purple Heart if you get shot?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, if you got injured
Yeah, but
in a war.
Brock wasn't shot, he got captured and tortured.
Ah, okay. That's not Purple Heart, that's... I'll look it up. We'll see what your what your wartime accomplishments were. Emma, Brock is now down.
I cast Healing Word.
Kick him
This
and then
has-
say, "Get back up on your feet, soldier."
No, not that. Like, you can do it. Old man.
What do you heal him for?
It's 1d4 plus 7. 8.
8 points. You're not gone for long, Brock, as your blackout only lasted a few seconds as you come back.
Alright. Shotgun's out of ammo, right?
Yeah, as you dropped to the ground, the gun went off and fired a hole in the back of the house here.
Alright.
Or in the back over here. Emma, is that your turn?
I am not as cool as a paladin where I can make an extra turn, okay? Or
Okay, but,
barbarian or I'm a cleric.
You're literally keeping the barbarian alive, which is good.
Yeah.
And you got that channel divinity, right?
Why does she need the channel divinity?
No, it's just the one that does the extra healing.
Yeah. Didn't I
UA.
use it already?
Not sure. Maybe you did. Okay, UA. It's your
Because I
turn.
never took a
I
long
shall-
rest.
Oh, yes. Okay.
I shall firebolt him to death.
That hits.
Ooh. 8 again.
Dealing constant 8s. By this time, you've pretty much set him several times on fire. Scorching clothes and skin alike. His sheriff's hat has been blown completely off with that first shotgun shot. The shotgun being shot at him. After your turn, Frida comes out. Okay, the old man's certainly dead now. She's holding like a lead pipe with
Why
blood on it.
are you continuously harassing the old feeble man and not killing this bastard?
She sends her steel defender now, also coming out of the room with blood in its teeth. After the Sawyer. And it makes an attack roll. It hits. Dealing 1d6. I think it's 1d6 of force damage. What kind of hippie contraption is that? Some kind of weed-making device? As Sheriff Sawyer pops off a bullet into the steel defender, dealing 16 points of damage and killing the not killing the steel defender, but heavily damaging it. Brock, it's your turn.
Alright, I get up, I pull out my knife, and I start stabbing a bitch.
How are you still alive? I shot you. Is it because of that hippie magic that she did?
15.
That hits?
I'm just giving out grunts at this point and just stabbing
Twitching.
away.
Violently twitching in the face.
Yep.
Roll for damage.
Military dive. That's a dagger stat, right?
Yeah.
1d4. Five piercing damage.
How do you want to do it?
Right in the side of the neck.
As you slash across his throat and just spray blood all over in a clean,
No,
neat
as
part.
in taking the dagger and pushing it into the side of his neck.
Stab through his neck,
Yeah.
and it starts to bleed from the hilt of the dagger as he just drops to the ground and dies. Alright, now you're all fine. As Yule is now taking a lead pipe to the other Sawyer's face. And that's for kidnapping me. And that's for torturing me. And almost getting my face ripped off. And that's for whatever else I feel like today. And he's caved in the face of the other Sawyer.
What time is it?
It's now early morning.
The sun is up.
Yes, the sun begins to rise through the east side of the house.
Does that mean we all get a level of exhaustion?
Probably, yes.
Okay, I'm at level 3 exhaustion. Shit.
3 levels of exhaustion on you, Brock.
Yeah, Brock isn't driving.
Oh hell no! But I take the pistol from the cop, all of his bullets.
So, the cop had a revolver that seems to have damaged its firing pin.
But UA has that.
Yes, the pistol is the one that Wendy used, and it still has a magazine of 8 bullets left in it.
Alright, I give that to UA as well. I take the cop's keys.
A pistol, right?
Yeah, pistol.
Yeah.
Pistole. I'm looking for the cop's keys.
The cop's keys, it's in his right pocket. Jingly little keys with some keychain on it that sort of looks like the logo for the butchery. Sawyers and Sons.
Right. Do I remember if I saw a payphone in town?
There was a phone in the house.
Alright, was
yes.
there a yellow pages along with the phone?
Not inside the house, no. Well, maybe you did. If you've done a bit more searching, maybe you could find one.
Alright, I'm searching for the yellow pages.
Okay, you can roll me 2 investigation checks. What is everybody else doing?
I'm gathering up Sparky. But wait, he's still in my jacket pocket, right?
Yeah.
Hoodie pocket. Okay, and then he's fine.
That's a dirty 20 and a 5.
You manage to look through the kitchen, and you find stashed away in the top cupboard, the pantry cupboard. There's the yellow pages, sort of used to support a bucket that's collecting water.
Alright, I'm opening the yellow pages and I'm looking for the number for the FBI.
As if they put it in the yellow pages.
It should be. Or any other law enforcement agency. Or the military. Fuck it, I know the number for the military. I used to be one.
Well, you know the number for your branch.
It used to be a military. Oh my goodness.
No, not having much.
Never have guessed.
Flipping through the yellow pages, you see there's like the general police line. And what you know about the police is that they operate in their area. So any call made to them would just go to their offices.
Alright, do I know what the nearest city is?
The nearest city from here would be
Or better
Augusta,
yet,
Georgia.
do I know where the FBI headquarters is?
Washington?
Washington, okay. Can I look up the number for the Washington Police Department?
No, like I said, that the police phone number is a general one.
Oh.
So it would go to the closest police station in the area. Essentially, police can contact each other from police station to police station, but that's through their own special lines.
What if we go to the police station and use their phone?
Oh, okay, the sheriff's station.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how many other people are with the sheriff, but okay. Actually, wouldn't the car have a radio?
Yes.
Alright, I go to the car.
The sheriff's car is parked outside. It still seems to have the body of Wendy in its trunk.
Alright, I pick up the radio and I try to communicate to whoever is on the other side.
So the static from the radio buzzes as you say hello. You're trying to contact somebody on the other side. And for a long pause, there's silence. Doesn't seem like anybody else is picking up from the other side. He does have a police scanner radio.
Alright.
For maybe highway accidents or something in the area.
Shit.
It's a fairly isolated community. More so now that the police is actually helping them.
Alright, screw it, I'm gonna go to the phone and call, dial the number for the police.
Alright. First, when the dial tone doesn't pick up, then you sort of hear, after a minute or two, it picks up, and you hear the phone call for somebody answer on the other side. Hello, Augustus, Georgia Police Department. You've been put through from Millen, I see here.
Yeah, we have a situation here.
What's the code?
I don't know, what's the code for serial killer that cuts off people's skin and wears it as his own?
Ah, okay. 1342.
Alright, yeah, you might want to send some units over because the local police is not going to be able to help.
Alright then, civilian. I would recommend that you... what's your current situation, actually? Should I ask that?
At death's door, lots of corpses around me, and extremely tired.
Then I would probably suggest you find a hospital, someone to help you, as we'll be sending agents on the way.
Alright, it's the large manor in the small town. You can't miss it.
Noted. And your name is?
Brock Sanson, and I give him my military number.
Sounds like he's noting something on the other side. Alright then. So hang tight.
Alright, and I put the phone down, and I say to everybody, alright, let's go.
Where do you intend to go?
To the fucking motel.
Okay. Everybody trudges
I
out
can't
of the
believe I
Sawyer's-
spent $15 on that motel and we didn't even use it properly.
Okay.
I want to sleep in the car.
Oh, which one? The one with the corpse in it or the one with the blood in it?
We have 2 cars?
The sheriff's car, and because I am not walking.
So you're taking the sheriff's car down
Oh,
to the
hells
motel.
yes. I'm assuming all the Sawyers are dead.
Didn't we tie
Yes.
one up? Oh wait.
No,
freed up
You'll beat him to death with a lead pipe.
I did not see that happening, so I'm good.
Alright, just untie him so it looks like we fought our way through.
Alright then. After having untied the one Sawyer's
And
body.
bring the rags with us.
The rope rags.
Yeah. And the one
Alright.
around his leg as well.
Yeah, you untie him.
And the one that I used to bandage up his wound. Taking that one as well. And putting it in the briefcase of holding. Getting into the sheriff's car, and I'm assuming there's no hospital here.
You assume correctly.
Alright, so I am driving to...
The motel. Just
the
a few
motel.
feet away.
Yeah, I'm assuming there's more than just the car keys on the keys that I took from the sheriff.
So the sheriff had just the one set of rounds in his revolver and the one clip in his pistol. Apart from that, he had car keys. He had a badge pinned to him.
Mhm.
Yeah, and his sheriff's hat was a wide-brimmed fedora, and it is lying on the ground next to him. Essentially, most of his clothes are covered in blood,
Mhm.
and he had a wallet on him. That was about it.
I look
Inside
through
the
his wallet.
No pictures, but there is $20.
That's mine.
And then there's also
Check all of their wallets. We need the cash.
and then you find that he had a few what's those business cards for Sawyer's butchery in his wallet, as well as like a hair salon in the town of Augusta and a diner set of matches.
Alright, I am getting into...
His car,
Yep.
and you guys are all driving. So I rolled a 28. As you guys are all driving down, Brock, with your 3 levels of exhaustion,
I am not driving.
You're not driving.
I am not... I said I'm not walking, but I am not getting behind the wheel.
Okay. Who's driving? Who can drive is the question. Land vehicle proficiency.
I don't have such a thing.
I do not have.
Someone needs to drive. I'll just do the gears. I'll tell them what to do.
Frida volunteers. Frida is eager to try driving. As she,
Wait, how old is Frida again?
17, I think.
Yeah, she can drive.
No, I'm the one that's 17.
Ah.
I think Rita's older.
as she says she's driven beforehand, and she revs the car up as she starts it. Drives
Aye.
down the pathway, past the clothesline, with the hanging white sheets of the house, and past the open gate, into the street. Carefully, she turns around corners, and then she does shoddy parking in front of the motel.
All right. I tell Frida to go to the butchery first.
She understands what you're saying, but she says she doesn't want to go anywhere.
Why would we
We
want
have
to go to the
a
factory?
corpse in the trunk of this car. It is going to get hot and it's going to start to stink.
So she says, "So what? We've nearly been killed."
Yes, I would like to preserve as much evidence as possible and, some form of respect for the poor girl.
It's not a valid point as to the fact that we were nearly killed by the police in this town. Who else could be a part of this?
The butchery is close to the motel, right?
Yeah, it's almost right next to it. Very close.
Yeah, just drive up to the motel because I want to put the corpse in their freezer so the appropriate cops can get it without it being turned into soup.
So, as you get to the motel, this one person smoking outside seems to be the receptionist. As she is shocked to see you all driving the sheriff's car. She puts out her cigarette and she asks, "Where's the old sheriff?"
Dead.
Why?
Because, you know what, that's for the FBI to figure out. Not my problem anymore. As I climb behind the steering wheel and just slowly drive towards the
Butchery?
the butchery.
Parking the sheriff's car in front of the butchery? Or inside the butchery?
Outside the butchery.
Outside the butchery. You find that the butchery is currently empty. None of its workers are there. The receptionist that you talked to went back inside her reception, inside the motel. And that was the last you saw of her. So what do you do once you're inside the butchery?
Use the set of keys to try and unlock the butchery.
It's an open meat packing plant. Essentially, there's no cattle being slaughtered currently, and it's unlocked from the front. Those car keys seem to just be car keys. They're not really the
Okay.
butchery's keys.
It's unlocked, but there's nobody inside.
None of the workers are around, but it is unlocked. So you're looking for the freezer.
Yeah, I'm looking for the freezer.
So far in the back of the line, so there's the beginning where they haul the cattle in. There's an area where they would kill them. Then there's the meat hook area that goes on further into the back of the butchery. and there would most likely be the freezers, industrial-sized freezers too.
Alright, I open it up.
Won't you get frostburn?
Nah.
She's covered in
If you say
plastic.
it's
I would
see.
prefer not to be in the family butchery right now.
Yeah, I'm also in the car.
so, Brock, you carrying a full-sized body.
Yeah, I'm placing it in the middle of the freezer. Are there any carton boxes?
Nope.
All
There
right.
just seems to be a lot of de-skinned and prepared cattle carcasses sort of hanging off of these hooks in the
Alright.
freezer
All right,
to left to preserve.
I put her in an open area in the freezer, and then does the sheriff's car have a pen and paper in it?
No. The sheriff's office might.
He didn't have a small pen and book which he takes notes in.
Not when he came home, no.
All right, is there a pen and paper in the store?
The motel, you mean?
No, the butcher.
The butchery?
Yeah,
no,
the reception area where you can buy.
There's no reception area in
Ah,
the
okay.
butchery. This is a factory. It's essentially there to cut up cattle.
All right.
Gonna write in blood. No? Okay.
Can I find any form of writing material in this building?
You can make an perception check.
$14. Wait, is that with disadvantage because of my exhaustion?
Yes.
14.
So you're looking around. You see that there at the back where the cattle are sort of slaughtered, you sort of see in that workspace there is a chalkboard with a sort of set of numbers written on it for like the certain farms that have sold cattle to the butchery, and sort of how many cattle have been slaughtered.
Okay.
And as luck would have it, there is a piece of chalk, a stick by the chalkboard.
Alright, I'm taking the chalk and I'm writing on the ground next to the body, do not touch FBI on the way.
All right then.
And I'm getting back into the car and slowly driving to the motel where I'm going to bandage my broken ass up and go to sleep.
Yay, high enough. You're all wait. You're going driving again
Yeah, I'm driving because it's a short distance.
with your high level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Slowly driving the car as everybody sitting inside sees Brock dip a bit in and out of his sleepy state. Could be the blood loss, could be the night without sleep, and he does bump the car into a light post,
Not my
slightly
car.
shifting it. Luckily nobody's around to see it,
Yeah.
except for everybody in the car.
You just see Rob with this resting bitch face expression on him.
It's not your car, at least.
Yeah. Alright, as we get to the motel, I go to the front desk.
As you come across to the motel, can you make a perception check?
5.
No. No, you don't see anything. Anybody else getting out of the sheriff's car? Can you make a perception check?
Can I just poke my head out of the window and do a perception check?
Yeah.
Can I look at the window?
Yes.
Perhaps I'm lucky.
15.
I see less than Brock does.
Emma, you have a bit of relief as you see that the van that you've all been driving in has had its windows replaced and its blood been cleaned.
Oh, thank goodness.
Brock, with his resting bitch face, does not notice any of this because he's having a very bad day. Walks into the reception area, and you see that the receptionist is nowhere to be found. You ring on the bell. It's got the sign saying, "Out for a smoke, be back whenever."
I still have the key for the room, right?
Yes.
All right, I go behind the counter and look for a first aid kit. Brock
Investigation
does
check.
not give a fuck anymore.
Make an investigation check.
That's an 18. 18.
All right. Walking behind the counter, you see the receptionist's desk in full. There's a picture frame. Yeah, a framed picture of a family portrait. What looks like a younger version of the old wrinkly man. A very large figure standing in the background, along with the three brothers sort of standing.
Oh, shit.
Yes. But you do find a set of, not a first aid kit per se, but you find some bandages and alcohol rub in a cupboard. Probably for the receptionist.
All right. I go outside and I tell everybody, find the receptionist. I think she might be a Sawyer.
Right now, we're exhausted.
Oh, really? You're exhausted.
Yes, we're all exhausted. How about we try to drive somewhere far, far away and just sleep in like the fucking desert for now until we can come back to
That
this.
sounds like a good idea. I am not driving. What's Michelle's character's name again?
Frida.
Frida, you're driving.
All right then. You'll hop inside of the car and in the van, and then Frida.
I
for the
grab my
first time-
stuff from my room first.
Yes. Everybody packs up and leaves. What are you down to? How many pieces of clothing are you down to now, Brock? Because I think each and every one has been torn.
Yeah, dude, I need new clothes. I've been cut, stabbed, shot,
Set on fire.
set on fire.
Drowned.
Can Peter mend his clothes with mending?
Yes. Frida offers to.
Frida is driving.
Yeah, but once she stops, she'll fix your clothes
Yeah, well,
using the power of Swiss Army tools.
yeah. What Brock is doing is Brock is just standing to his wounds in the car, and then passing out.
All right, let's see how well Frida drives. All right. As you leave town, even better as she gets onto the highway. Steady further on. All right. As you're leaving town, along the long highway road, not the way you came, but the opposite direction, you get the turn off and you're heading towards the nearest larger town you know as Augustus, Georgia. You see the two squadron of police cars sort of heading in the opposite direction, probably towards Millen,
Yeah.
followed by another two sets of cars. These look like black vehicles with individuals inside wearing sunglasses. As they continue driving past you, they eventually disappear. About midday, you finally make it into Augustus, Georgia, because Frida didn't want to drive at the maximum speed limit, and this was just practice for her.
How I'm assuming Brock, that was a full rest for Brock.
It was longer than a short rest, I would say.
Alright, but it doesn't take away exhaustion.
No.
Alright.
Do we
Not
have to
yet.
find a hotel or something?
Yes, looking for the cheapest hotel there is.
Let's move the party up.
Oh yay, a map!
There you guys are.
Where?
Bottom right.
Oh, can you make it another color because it's blending in?
I tried all the colors.
Purple.
Right.
Make it purple.
Right. It is purple.
No, it's red.
Oh, you mean that thing?
Yeah, the party
Sure,
icon.
I'll fix it later. Let's just make it a nice white tint. No, that's even worse. Brown, maybe. Damn, none of these are working.
Just leave it for now. We can change it.
Alright.
Yeah, okay. At least it stands out like a big thing.
Yes, now it stands out. Okay.
Alright. As you drive your way up to over here. Okay, there we go. There's Augustus, Georgia, that large black dot.
Alright.
You do see the first gas station has a motel next to it, just outside the city. Oh, not outside the city, on the edge of the city. It's like the first thing you see when you enter is a gas station and a motel.
Alright, I check the gas of the car.
Full. Seems
Huh.
transportation's not an issue here.
Okay, cool.
There is
Drive up there.
Augusta, Georgia. When everybody's screen loads. Yes, the
There we go.
2 acres motel. It's got air conditioning and electric
Wait
heating
a
with color
minute.
TV.
Alright. Who here is least covered in blood?
Probably me, since I don't go into melee range.
Alright.
I think
Go get a room.
Okay, how many?
One.
I guess two.
Get one room.
Okay, one. I go into the motel.
Alright.
I request one room
Alright.
and maybe multiple beds.
The guy sitting behind the counter. A friendly receptionist with well-combed hair and a sweater. Sort of waves to you. He says, "One room coming right up." And he fetches the key off the wall.
Make it like a family room, you know, like the
So one of the larger rooms. The two bed.
that one.
Alright. That'll just be $6 for the night. If you plan on staying longer, then it'll be $6 for every night.
Alright, we'll just make it one night for now.
Alright then. Welcome to Augusta.
Yeah, pay the $6.
You have your room key, room 404. So that is on the 4th floor, room number 4.
Alright, I go back to the van and tell everyone to follow me, and I go up to the room.
Right? In this fairly large motel, you climb the stairs and you walk across the outdoor hallway, and there's room 404.
I unlock it and walk in.
Everybody follows inside. And that's where we can take a break right now
Alright.
and make some tea. Alright then, everybody.
Sweet.
Alright, cool. See ya.
Yes. Alright, I'm back. Anybody else back? Hello? Yeah. Change. Yeah. Alright, nobody else is back yet. I'll just wait. 13. Alright, everybody
Alright, I'm back.
back. Okay.
Back.
Cool.
So, okay, Emma's here. All right.
What we're waiting for?
I think we're still waiting on Emma.
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Alright, everybody's here then.
Alright.
So, in the Two Acres Motel of Augusta, Georgia, is where you all rented the room 404. And
I
before
don't
you got
like
to
this
rest,
feeling. I don't
Uh,
like this.
it is a lovely 2-bedroom, kind of well-off motel. Not too bad. It's got color TV. It's got an air condition and an electric heating setting, and its own bathroom for the two bedrooms.
Ensuite.
The 2 beds. Yes, an ensuite bathroom.
If it's like a bathroom shared between 2 bedrooms, it's called a Jack and Jill bathroom.
Okay. I'm wondering if you're going to be staying in motels a lot. Maybe I should add more to them. Roleplay wise. Alright. So, as you're all unpacking, closing curtains, getting ready to rest.
Brock is
Sparky.
heading towards the shower first.
Alright, you're taking
Yeah.
a shower.
I'll also take a shower when it's
After.
available.
Yes.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
Brock is busy taking a shower, Sparky, the little dragon, flutters about and dive bombs straight into the golden mug.
No, Sparky, don't go there.
He has disappeared into the golden goblet.
Jump in after him.
You jamming your fist into the goblet hurt your fist at first, as what feels like golden liquid is very hard, and then slowly your hand gets pulled in.
Alright, I'll let it suck me in, I guess.
Quite violently, or pulled straight into, like, the goblet remains still, but you are yanked off your feet and sucked straight into the goblet. And then a hand comes out of the goblet and beckons Emma and Yule and Frida to come as well.
Is this after we've rested, right?
No, this is before you get a nice rest.
Ah, okay, before.
The hand reaches out to grab all of you, like a handshake.
Am I still in the shower?
Yeah.
I tentatively take the hand.
You're pulled into the plane. Yes, I would say the plane of your patron. As she pulls you in one by one, she says, "Where's the big lug? The large guy. I saw you all didn't actually get a good night's rest as you left me in that dusty room alone, the motel."
Oh yeah, he's busy showering.
Alright, then you can tell him what I've told you later on. This here is what I've acquired, and she pulls out a map for all of you to see.
Yes, we've seen this before.
Where? Where have you seen this map before?
It's the map of the place we are in.
Oh, the land. Yes. I've recently learned that it's been renamed to Murica.
It's officially titled the United States of America,
Okay.
but the short
American.
version is America. Yes.
So these
Murder.
these dots are a separate map I've overlaid. It shows population density in towns and cities. And the red lines are what I've been told is very old roads that have now been either repurposed or forgotten. And of course, the brown smudge on the right, the circle, is a coffee stain. And then, of course, there's green mountains drawn across it all. So this will be a very useful map for all of you.
This map could certainly use more JPEG.
As you see the where the large black dots correlate with the red lines, will probably be where major cities are. And that is where you'll probably need to travel to.
And why is that?
Because where people went, so did the Church of the Old Faith. And where they went, they built churches. And follow me along here. And where they built churches, they worshipped and kept relics of the old kingdom.
We're looking for relics, right?
Practically, yes. We're looking for very old artifacts of power.
What about the cult themselves? Do we deal with them? Do we try not to encounter them?
I think enough time has passed that they wouldn't be an interference anymore. If, say, they had remnants left behind in this day and age, they would probably not have any power left. That's certainly the case from what I've taken, that the seals that bound the old king has been left in such disarray that the church is most likely not around anymore. From what I've gathered, the newer religion around here calls itself Christianity and has built quite an empire over this this country. Yes. So if you would like I would suggest that you search in the major cities for the oldest institutions, because they'll most likely have records of any ruins around the city or within the city. Probably,
I won't know exactly what we're looking for. Will we just know when we see it?
I assume you'll definitely know when you see it, because you've come across the problem. You'll find the solutions. Just look for really old buildings. Probably the oldest building in a town or city will have a very good chance of either containing a relic or having been repurposed, and it'll help us find more information as we continue along.
Alrighty then, so we're basically going to be a city archaeologist.
Yes, whatever that means, young girl. She takes out like a green pen or a quill, kind of, and it's got like dripping green ink. And then she says like, okay, so over here is where the shit hit the creek or the fan or whatever it's called. And so I would assume that over here is where we're going to start and possibly find clues as to our next location. And if we're lucky, maybe a relic as well. Also, it's good to keep note of not just the oldest buildings, but any strange goings on in town. I would probably suspect that the old king's influence is starting to shift the country onto a new pathway, if that makes sense to any of you. Or am I just speaking gibberish here with your mouths agape? Why do you all look so tired?
We've been...
Well, get rest, but not too much rest, because we're not on a luxury cruise here.
I wish we were.
I will continue to gather information and hopefully point us in the right directions, because there are a lot of ruins, or the old kingdom's foundations were quite well built across the country, so I'm not entirely sure where exactly we'll need to look unless we find some of the ruins and more information. That's all. Also, I'm very fond of this little dragon creature over here. He's allowed to visit me from time to time.
Alright, as long as you take good care of him, it's fine.
Yes,
So where is this second marker that you put down?
in the city you're in.
Oh, okay. I'm just zoomed in. There's only a small green line. Anyway.
All right. Oh, you guys don't see anything. There. How's that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Yes. All right then. She says you should probably rest up. So remember, 3 key things to look for: old buildings, possibly old institutions, and of course the relics themselves, and anything strange and out of the ordinary happening. I'm not from this time period, so I don't know what is strange or out of the ordinary. But if you maybe do find something you don't quite understand, it could be from my time, and I could help with that. She's offering to appraise magic items.
Oh, okay. Well, that's great, thank you. If we're stuck on something, we'll be sure to let you know. What, do we just knock on the goblet thing?
Oh yes, yes. I would say, for the sake of the goblet itself, how would I put it? You'd have to attempt to drink the liquid. It's probably better than forcing your hand in.
Well, that would have been useful information earlier, but I'll keep that in mind.
All right then.
You are echoing a little bit.
All right. So you don't push the talk.
Because I'm playing through Aaron's mic.
Mm.
All right then. And she releases you all as you wash back out into the motel room. As Brock finishes off his shower, he steps out fully refreshed.
Still tired as fuck though.
Yeah, still tired.
I put on some pants and I'm heading towards the nearest bed.
All right. You all get a long rest.
Yay, -1 exhaustion. I want 2 now.
Yes.
How did you be exhaustion?
Its entire class gives them exhaustion.
Yeah, every time I use frenzy or what is it? Yeah, frenzy rage. After that, when the rage ends, I gain 1 level of exhaustion.
Sounds horrible.
I do get to attack twice, which is very happy for a barbarian.
Yes.
It's like that meme I sent you guys a few weeks ago, I think.
Yes, you get to swing twice.
Yes.
The most beautiful thing ever.
Can I look at the revolver and still not pick up?
Yes, you can make investigation checks. Or 1 investigation check.
Investigation. $11.
These are guns.
Ask Frida for help.
Frida clearly points out that this is a Smith & Wesson revolver, and the pistol is an unnamed brand, basically. The serial number's sawed off.
So how much hurt can these things do?
Hurt. They do bullets. You want to know exactly? The automatic pistol does 2d6, and the revolver, if repaired, which I assume Frida can spend some time doing, will be 2d8. There is 2 bullets left for the revolver, and still 9 left for the pistol.
What would I use? Strength for dex?
They use dexterity.
Yeah. And the range?
The pistol is from 50 to 150. And the revolver is from 40 to 120.
And I assume they do
They do what?
piercing damage.
Yes. Also critical. So the guns have their weight in the world.
That mean that they always do their max damage.
Yeah, you don't add your dexterity modifier to them, but you you roll the dice and double it. That's pretty much every gunshot.
But do I add my dex to the
Yes.
To the attack roll,
damage?
not to the attack, not to the damage.
Okay, just to the hit. Alright.
Yeah. What is being better at dexterity gonna help you with a bullet? How's it gonna help the bullet?
Can make it look more fancier flying through the air.
This isn't what's
JoJo's.
that Angelina Jolie movie Wanted? Bend the
think
bullet.
JoJo's is a better reference. He uses the power of his soul that he split into 6 tiny creatures to kick the bullet in mid-flight in a different direction.
I've never watched JoJo's.
You're missing out. All right. You get a bit of rest. Well, you get a night's worth of rest. Next day, you go eat breakfast at a diner.
It's
It's a
another
motel.
choice.
They don't provide food.
Yeah, it's not a bed and breakfast.
There is a diner a block away called the it's a franchise diner. It's basically called Fred's Diner.
Alright, hold on. Dog's barking.
Okay.
It's a Fred's Diner.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I think we'll just go. Are we going to walk in?
Yes. So let's see. Everybody. Who's got ripped up clothes besides Brock?
Like stylized drip or damaged?
It's the 1960s. There is no stylized rip. That's clearly a post 20
Actually, it's
something.
1970s.
1970s.
Alright.
Still no ripped up clothes in the 1970s fashion.
Yeah, that's 90s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, late 90s.
Well, I did get hit by a chainsaw, but I do have another set of clothes, so
It probably
I should
changed
have
into-
changed in the motel. Yeah.
Alright. So it's only Brock.
Brock, didn't you change your clothes?
Yeah, I did change my clothes.
Did
You
you?
also mended.
It is a
oh,
little
yeah,
bit
yeah.
tattered, but we can use mending to fix it later.
Yeah, you got like stitches all across your shirt.
Yeah.
Luckily, the same color. But it'll be a while before it might be. Oh, Freedom might run out of the same color eventually. Then you got like red stitching across your shirts. So Fred's Diner has benches that you can sit through, sit in, and a bar stools sit across the diner. But it serves good breakfast, as each and every one of its patrons is shoving their faces. In front of the diner, there is a newspaper stand, and no, not a stand, like you know, one of those things that you pay to open up the newspaper, and then you take one, and then you
Yeah.
close it again. Yes.
Newspaper
Those-
vending machine.
It's not really a vending machine.
Eh. Well, some of them you have to put the coin in, so
Yeah, that's it. Okay, it probably is a vending machine.
there we go.
Stepping in, the friendly waiter greets you all with a bright smile. Hello there. So where are you all traveling from?
Here and there.
Oh, don't mind me, I'm Ed. I ask everybody that, because we're the diner on the edge of town. We mostly get the motel travelers.
We're kind of having a big road trip all across America, really.
Yeah, it's all the rage now. Ever since country opened, everybody wants to go see what the country offers.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
saving up for a car myself.
Wait, what do you
what?
mean country opened?
In the 1960s, so the whole automobiles became far more available because everybody's borrowing money.
Okay.
So then they go plan family road trips because cars can now travel long distances. So, and there's motels everywhere. Every city's got accommodations. Essentially, people, it's the traveling phase. That's why you got
Alright.
so many hitchhikers, and it's a large ass country.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Alright, I'll have a coffee black and basic breakfast.
Coffee black and a eggs Benedict breakfast.
There you go.
How'd you like your eggs?
Surprise me.
Surprise me. So he writes it down. And the rest of you?
Do you maybe serve an... Oh, sorry. You go first.
I also have the eggs Benedict, but with orange juice for me.
Orange juice and eggs Benedict breakfast.
Salt.
Yes. And you,
Oh.
Sir, Madam, as he talks to Emma.
Can I please have an omelette with cheese if it's available?
Omelette with cheese. Yes.
No, no meat, please.
No meat in eggs. Got it. Anything to drink?
May I please have a glass of water? Just tap water will do.
Hippie drink.
No, it's a cheap expensive drink.
Hippie drink. Oh.
And he asks Frida. Frida would love a lovely sized breakfast. Yule as well. And both of them want coffee with it. Doesn't take more than 15 minutes before they get back with all of your breakfasts. Seems the kitchen staff is on point today. It is a Friday.
Is
It's
the way
Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday, but it's Friday then.
Yes. This seems to be the waiter, Ed.
I ask him, so is there any old buildings to look at here?
Old buildings. Don't know. You'd probably have to... Like, how old we talking?
The oldest there is.
Yeah, we're like really into historical things, you know?
Oh, jeez. I don't know what's the oldest buildings here.
We're talking about a little bit more pre-US.
Pre-US. There's nothing pre-US around here.
So we'll just take the oldest.
So what you know about Augusta? It's situated on the border on the inside of Georgia and next to South Carolina. There's sort of a river separating the two, and so it's on the Georgia side of the river. You came from sort of down south, the highway down south, heading up towards Augusta. He says, well, if you want to see the old buildings, or figure out which ones they are, the only thing I can scratch my head is to check, like, records or something. We don't have no library here in Augusta.
I'm assuming we do that at Town Hall.
Town hall, maybe.
Do you have any tourism, like those tourism places that take you on specific?
Stevens Creek is the name of our river here. I would say
Tour guides, basically.
tour guide. Probably just go to town hall and ask the receptionist there, a nice young lady called Jessie. Yeah, she can probably help you. She did when I first came to Augusta. That's how I got my job here.
Thank you.
And he bids you a day, and he goes and waits another table.
How are my eggs?
They did surprise you. The eggs are in fact underdone, like a very soft kind of eggs.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, pretty much all runny, all over the toast.
Oh, but those are the best.
The black coffee is borderline moor coffee.
Oh, yes. Like a Buddha
First
does.
it kicks you, and then you're like, probably a bit of sugar needs to be added.
Nope. Black,
Okay.
no sugar.
Black, no sugar.
I'm a military veteran. I don't drink sugar.
All right. Off to your breakfast. About yeah, you guys slept most of the previous day away. It's still early in the morning. It's now about approaching 10 o'clock.
Alright, so do I know that they went into the goblet?
Oh no, nobody said anything to you.
Alright.
I guess now's the best time. But basically, Goblet Lady contacted us again. She said that we have to look for old buildings. That's why I was asking around. We have to go look for relics there and report on anything strange that's happening or any strange thing that we find.
Alright, I think I might have to ask her a few questions though. Alright, so we all head to the back to the car?
The van's parked outside the motel.
Alright. I'm assuming we already gave in our keys.
All your stuff is still in the motel.
Alright, let's go get it.
Heading back to the motel.
Yeah.
Then you find your room undisturbed. There seems to be a bit of a buzz and a talk around town. You're not sure or what's it about. People seem to not walk around with a smile on their face.
I casually try to listen in.
Very few people are talking openly about it, but you can feel a sense of like something's off in town. Something's upsetting people.
Okay. Looks when we get into the room, I'm gonna try and get back into the goblet.
All right. The goblet is there, standing on a cupboard.
I yell at her, drink the goblet.
Alright. I try to drink it.
Taking a sip from the goblet. It's more like the goblet takes a sip of you as you're pulled into it, face first, and then head first, shoulders afterwards, and then the feet disappear. And there you're face to face against with the priestess. She's like sitting in her lovely beanbag chair, getting a manicure from what looked like sentient floating hands. Oh, there you are. Did they bring you up to speed?
Yeah, they basically told me. Looks like we are in the right place.
Of course, I gave you a map. There's no way you can be lost with a
Yeah,
map.
no, I'm talking about people being upset.
Ooh, do find out more.
Yes, but first I would like you to check a few things for me. And I present to her the books on plant magic, the 2 cut quartz, the 7 gold bones, silk bolts, ragged. What the hell is that?
The silk bolts are what you found in the smuggler's cavern.
Oh, alright. The crystal bauble. And the venom dagger.
It seems you do carry a lot of junk with you.
Yeah, any of these magical or...
But can't you tell?
Take a wild guess.
So, okay. Junk. A fool's illiterate version of gardening. And the bauble is shiny. It can be used as a spellcasting focus. And, well, of course, the dagger has its uses. And it seems the only thing magical here is possibly the dagger.
Alright. That will be all.
Alright then.
Alright,
No
how do I get
dawdling.
up?
Oh, like this. And she like sort of kicks you into the void as you fly away at 100 meters per second. And you just reappear in the room, almost as if you weren't flying at all. And then
Okay.
there's like a little droplet that falls into the goblet.
Alright, so we have a wizard on our team, right?
Yes.
Yes,
you-
I give the wizard the plant books on plant magic.
You can give it to him next time when he's here.
Oh, that's you.
Yes, that's Yule.
Alright, it's been a while, so what is everybody again?
Emma's a cleric.
Uh-huh,
Yule's a wizard.
uh-huh,
Frida's an artificer.
uh-huh.
Yue is a sorcerer, and you're a barbarian.
Alright,
I am a peace cleric, a pacifist by heart.
True healers.
who the hell do I give the dagger to?
Well, you seem to be the one who uses daggers the most.
Fine, I'll use the dagger then.
Alright.
I've
You know what
venom.
daggers the venom do, right?
Yeah, +7, and then 1 slashing d4 and 2 d10
Poison.
Yeah.
After a constitution save.
Yeah.
And it remains poisoned for a minute. So that's a full fight of poison.
Alright, and I can only use it once a day, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
But due to the strange shape of the dagger itself, you don't have a sheath for it. Unless you makeshift one.
Alright, I'll have the artificer on that.
What? Just make you a sheath.
Yeah, sheath for it. Sheath for it.
And she asks for payment. Because if she's good at something, she's not going to do it for free.
Yeah, I'll get you the materials.
She's talking about cold, hard American cash.
Fucking muggies. Alright. I go to the reception. I grab all my stuff and heading down to the reception.
Alright, what's everybody else doing? Heading with him.
Yeah.
So I'll ask this. What's your plans for the day?
For the
We're
day?
just going to tour around.
Tourism.
You?
Yeah,
Alright.
well, I would like to find a pawn shop.
I'm gonna go to the
Orange
town
shop.
hall and find Jenny. JC, sorry.
The what hall?
Town hall.
Town hall. Alright.
Yeah, pawn shop, town hall.
I heard the wrong shop from your mouth. I heard P-O-R-A.
Yeah, they do
not
sound similar, don't they?
P-O-W-N. Yeah, and
To pawn something.
yeah, porn.
Alright.
Yeah.
Why does the R in English not sound distinct? Ugh.
Don't
I think-
worry, if Brock gets Randy, he'll pick up a hooker.
I think porn came from the full word pornography.
Yeah.
So it was actually not intended to be shortened. But it was just so...
But we humans are lazy creatures. We just shorten everything.
Do you think pawn shop is actually shorter for something else? Pornography shop.
Pornography. I don't know, dude.
Okay. So, you are heading to a pawn
Oh,
shop?
it's short for pawnbroker.
Pawnbroker. Alright.
Okay. Yeah, I go to the
So
To
there's
the
one thing you can
receptionist?
probably pick for the day.
sorry.
So I'm
Fun
having everybody
fact
pick
for the
one thing
day.
for the day.
Yeah,
There's like a day and a night thing before rest.
yeah.
Can I like just walk around the town and just like ask the locals for like the oldest like spots in the town?
You can chat with the locals if that's what you
Maybe
want to do today.
how much would a portable camera cost by then? Like they did have like the
A few
cameras
models.
that printed like the little
Ooh, those ones.
yeah.
You mean a Kodak?
Yeah, I think it is a Kodak. The ones that printed out the picture right after you took them.
Yeah.
That might be useful to document our travels.
Yes.
All the weird
green
shit
A
we see.
Polaroid. A Polaroid?
Yeah, but the brand I think is Kodak.
It's usually Kodak because it was like a very big one.
Yeah, and they did
Oh no,
not.
Polaroid is actually a camera brand. Oh wow.
Oh, okay, cool. You learn
Okay.
something new every day.
All right, so you're going to try and see if you can find a camera for sale.
Yeah,
Brock
I'm
is
going
going to
I'm going
Pawn
to go
shop.
for the whole touristy vibe, okay?
Brock
Alright.
is going to a pawn shop.
You
and
might find a
you know,
camera at the pawn shop.
second hand, but if you're looking for the good stuff, maybe go to a camera store.
I do have a bit of money to spend.
And then UA is going to the town hall.
Like I know back then they did have like these little booths set up for like you drop in your film to be like developed, and then you can like pick up your photos afterwards. Like they did have booths for it back then.
Yule and Frida
You're
say they're
looking
going
for a Polaroid one that instantly develops as you take the picture.
Yeah. Yeah, I do want that one because I don't want to like drop off anything we take photos of.
Yeah,
at
and
a booth.
let someone else have a copy of it. Anyway, so yeah, front desk.
All right, and Yule and Frida didn't say where they were going, but you assume they're going to search for stuff as well as hang out.
Right.
All right. You all go your separate ways. Agreeing to
Yes.
return to the van maybe after lunchtime.
Yeah.
All right. Or before dinner time, probably. So let's start from the top. Brock, you scour the town. A lot of walking before you find the smallish pawn shop.
All right. I'm assuming
town?
I dropped off the keys to the room as well.
Yeah. No, you guys
Alright.
are done with the motel.
All right, cool.
You find the pawn shop.
Yeah.
Step inside, and the owner, or the guy behind the cashier, you're not sure if he's the owner. It is a fenced-off pawn shop. It is filled with mostly antiques of residents that have sold couches, cupboards, grandfather clocks, and old mechanical machinery, or mailboxes, or something like that.
Mailboxes.
Like newer versions are put in place, so the old ones are replaced.
Oh,
Antique mailboxes, yes.
that's a weird thing to collect, but okay.
It's not really collectors. Pawn shops don't collect it; they just
Yeah.
put it up for sale. All right. In the front of the desk, you see a large collection of watches, like good quality watches, and a handful of knives, and of course there is a revolver for sale just underneath in the second shelf behind this glass case. Elsewhere on the back of the walls, you can see small paintings hanging. So this pawn shop's got a bit of everything. Not everything useful, but maybe a bit of everything.
All right.
He says, "You're buying or selling?"
Both.
All right then. Yeah, he greets you first. He shakes your hand. Name's Delaware.
Samson.
Douglas Delaware.
Rock.
What have you got in that tiny briefcase of yours?
I put the briefcase down and I take out the 2 cut quartz,
Ooh, nice.
the 5 cases of brandy,
Damn.
the 7 gold bones,
All right, a bit weird now.
the silk bolts,
You smell a
8.
bit musty.
and the
Who made these holes?
I have no idea, moths maybe, and then the 9 rusty swords.
Oh dear.
I'm just looking. What is the guy's expression of me just pulling out all of the shit out of the briefcase?
He hasn't caught onto the fact that you pulled it all out of the briefcase because the 7 golden ribs threw him off. And then there's like the swords that came afterwards, and he's like, "Oh dear, you're a collector."
Oh, we're traveling. I do find things. It's causing to be a little bit of a space issue.
And the man quickly throws a number in the air. "I'll give you $50 for all of it."
50. Are you joking me, man? This is
Cold
gold
hard
right here.
Well, yes, it's gold covered in bone, or covering bones, sir. Well, if it was a golden tooth, I could easily pocket it away. So where do you think I'm going to find somebody that's going to remove the gold from these ribs without asking the same questions I'm asking you? So that'll obviously devalue the value of the gold ribs. However, those 2 quartz there do look mighty fine. And the 7 rusty swords, yeah, it depends what they're made of, but they're quite rusty.
Yeah, I believe these are. Can I make an investigation check?
Yeah, you can like scratch at it and then see.
Investigation. Fuck. 5.
Iron.
All right.
As clear as day, it's iron. So it's 7 rusty swords, and they don't look too great, even design wise. And then he takes a
Antique.
look.
You can easily sell them off as antique collectors. Boost the price up 3 times for what they're worth.
Yeah, he points around to the cupboards, the shelves, the grandfather clocks around you. "These, sir, are antiques, and these, sir, have not sold. That's why they're sitting here in my shop. If you want to sell an antique, you sell it to a collector, and you'd be hard pressed to actually find one without the right connections.
Do you know a collector?
Not for rusty swords." He takes a look around and he says, "What else was there? There was the golden ribs, there were the quartz, there was swords,
The silk bolts
the silk bolts.
and the casket of
then-
brandy.
All right, the brandy is probably what I'll bump the price up for, because I'll keep that personally. But look at these silk bolts. There's literally holes through multiple layers. You can't use any of this stuff anywhere. So that will greatly devalue these. So I'll probably go and say $75.
$75 and a discount.
About $50, and you pick one item from my store.
All right, $75.
Okay.
I'll take what I
Yeah.
can get.
Yeah, he'll hand you the $75. You know, I got other stuff that's not actually on display here.
Now you have my attention.
So $50 in an item.
No, $75. I'm just going to write it in here. Let
Alright, so
let me see the other things that are not on display.
he gestures. You come behind the counter here as he pulls out a crate, sort of like old wooden box.
I'll be right back.
Okay, we'll get to the rest of you each one by one. He opens up the crate, and inside he says, "Well, since you're a collector of rusty blades, this might actually do you some good." You see this nice-looking, one-handed, dual-bladed axe. This one is actually a medieval, he says now, like with air quotes, somewhere around about, I'd say 400 years old axe. This here is a collector's item, sir.
I take the axe and inspect it.
So it's held in one hand,
Mhm.
not exactly the size of a war axe, or a great axe, but you do feel that it has been well maintained and crafted for the purpose of war. I would say it was from the Byzantine Empire. That's what they told. That's what the seller told me.
Who
This
sold
here-
you this item? Because this is something you don't come across every day.
He says he found it buried buried back in Europe, and he had it restored and repaired. They got more blacksmiths there than they do here, and he then had it as a collector's item. Unfortunately, the person who sold it to me was actually his son, selling off his collection bit by bit as he was traveling across the country. So he managed to sell me one axe.
How much?
That there is a genuine collector's item, and he's now going to haggle you for it. He says $75.
$75. That's way too rich for my blood.
You're going to haggle?
I'm gonna try and bring the price down to 50.
All right, contest charisma.
Charisma +1. 14.
He also rolled a 14. He'll
Ah.
concede and go down to $60.
As I'm looking at this, I ask him, do you also sell ammunition?
Takes a look around, like, oh, what kind? Not antique.
Pistol, pistol, revolver, and shotgun.
I got shotgun shells. He says I got shotgun shells, and with it I got like a handful of revolver rounds, but that I
Don't
keep.
revolver and pistol rounds take the same ammunition?
No, 9mm.
Let me Google this.
Okay.
Handgun ammunition comes in various types and sizes. This is a high-power pistol cartridge. Hunters use primary 41 Magnum. I'm assuming this will be, however, they are not the same and will fit into either revolvers.
Yeah, no, 9mm ammunition is for the pistol, and then a revolver is slightly larger.
Alright.
Alright, he says he can sell you shotgun ammunition.
Alright, and then also I need a holster for this, and I take out the poison dagger.
Damn, no man. I don't have anything close to that. Like, I got knives, yes, but that's not a switchblade, and that's not a an easily concealable knife. It is fairly large for a dagger.
Yeah. Hence
wouldn't sell
why
it, though.
I need a holster for it, so it doesn't cut everything up inside my briefcase.
No, it says you won't find anything here by him.
All right.
So
Do
the
you
price
know-
of the axe, 60 plus $5 for the shotgun shells. It's a box of shotgun shells.
All right. Cool. I'll take that.
So it's 8 shotgun shells.
All right. 8 shotgun shells.
For hunting them wild critters or shooting at the shooting range.
Sorry.
For like hunting them wild critters or shooting at the shooting range.
Well, we are traveling cross country, and we like camping out.
Oh yeah, yeah. For snakes. That's what them shotguns are for.
Yeah, snakes, rabbits, small game.
No, it's mostly snakes. So he says, do you want a case for the axe, or yeah, you'll probably want the case for the axe as well.
Does the axe come with the case?
Yeah, it's pretty much the case he opened it up with.
All right, I'll take the case as well.
All right, now you got a nicely concealed axe.
All right, cool. What's the stats on the axe?
It is 1d8 slashing. It is a heavy weapon, but it's not two-handed.
And if I make it 200, it's 1d10.
No, I say it's not long enough to be two-handed.
Oh, okay. So a hand
So
axe.
essentially, the axe can be held with something else.
All right. Are there any shields? Do you have any shields that can go with the axe?
He's thinking, next town over, there's actually a much bigger pawn shop. Like, it's practically a day's travel from here.
I think we're going to be in town for a few days. Might hit it
shield.
up.
Well, if you're looking for like a good collection item, I'd say probably the matching shield with this axe. That looks stunning together. So it's actually a well engraved axe. Okay. So next
this kid who sold you this axe, where was he
guy.
going and where did he come from?
no idea, but I think it was heading west.
West.
Not sure where. All right.
Very
Bid
well
you
then.
goodbye.
All right.
So let's see. First we'll do Emma.
When it comes back to my turn, I would like to ask the pawn shop owner if there's a gun store where I can buy pistol ammunition or something.
1960s had more gun regulation. He says if you want to buy guns,
No, just ammo.
there's a gun store next to the police station. All right. Comes to Emma.
Yes.
All right, you were heading
My turn.
to.
I want to buy a Polaroid camera.
Yes, a Polaroid camera. So as you browse around town, there's actually a camera shop set up, recently new, because cameras all the rage now as people are traveling around the country taking photos of everything.
Yes.
So cameras are displayed out front, the different brands of camera, but then there's also like different models of the brands, and they say they do develop photos there. So it's like got a development studio in the back.
Ooh.
The shop bell sort of clinks with a ding as you enter, and somebody behind the counter waves you over. Yes?
Hello, how are you?
Oh, I'm having a fantastic day.
Oh, that's great to hear. So, I wanted to know if you sell Polaroid cameras that are a printable instant print, Polaroid cameras.
Oh yes, that'll be this model over here. And he takes out the cognac? No, the Polaroid model.
Yes.
He presented it. This is our most popular one. You feed the film in over here, and then you point it, look through the lens over there, and quick snapshot, and then your photo is printed out. And
I'll be
you
back.
shake it dry, and you just don't touch the photo, and you got your camera.
Very clever, just as advertised.
Yes.
So, how much would it cost to get a camera and maybe 50 to 100 films?
50 to 100.
Yes, we're having a very long trip and we want to take as many pictures as possible. Maybe even make a collage wall.
Oh, okay. The camera is $15. And he's counting down his finger. 100 rolls of film. 100 photos would be about... yeah, it comes up to about like 20 rolls of film. That would be... okay, then that would be another $15.
Another 15, okay. Yes, I think that's a reasonable price.
$30.
Yes, $30. I take out my wallet and take out a $20 and $10 bill.
Alright, he hands you a box with a new cognac camera in it. And also another box containing, like, it's like one of those sealed boxes with all the rolls of film in there. And here's exactly 20 rolls of film inside here.
Thank you
it's
so
not,
much.
It's not a roll of film, it's sort of like sheets of film paper that you load into the bottom. And then, so they come in neat stacks in the box. He hands it off to you and is like, well then, yeah, good
Thank you so
photographing.
much. Yes.
Like fist bumps, got a big sale. Ching, marks it in. It's like,
Have a nice day.
if only we had more customers like you, ma'am.
Have a nice day. I hope you have good business.
Yes, yes. We still got time, so anywhere else you want to go?
Anywhere else? At the moment... Oh, let me ask the store owner, like, what would you say is, like, the oldest building? I really want to take photos of, like, old architecture while I'm here.
Well, if you want to look at old architecture, we got a Catholic church in town.
Ooh, has it been here, like, before the town, or is it...
I don't know, ma'am.
Don't you know? Okay.
Mm.
I'll take a look at it. Any other old buildings or like old places to visit? You know, maybe even relics if they're...
None that come to mind other than the Catholic Church. Okay, we'll move on to UA. You head to City Hall.
Yes.
Not as busy as a place, but there's a nice receptionist there. Friendly young lady.
I walk up to her and say, "Hi, are you by any chance Jesse?"
Oh, yes, I am.
And recommended that I talk to you. He works at the diner.
Ah, yeah, such a sweet lad. Came in from up north. Yeah, like I said, such a sweet lad. So what did you need from me?
So me and my pals we're doing a kind of road trip, and we really want to look at all the historical sites in America. And we were wondering if this town had any really interesting spots to visit.
Interesting spots. Well, there's Stan Creek, the river that runs alongside town. There's a bridge you can take photos over. And then there's, of course, like large buildings. Probably the church that was built here. She's thinking about now. I came on in 42. You'd probably want to go like any place specific you're looking for?
Not really. Maybe like old architecture, the buildings, stuff like that.
The old buildings? I can't remember which ones those are. I'd say if you want to find the old buildings in town, you'd have to check the archives.
Where would I find those?
Well, there's the tragedy. Back here in 52, we had a fire in the old town hall that burnt everything down. But good news is we no longer keep records in town. The church does.
Is that the same church you spoke of just now?
Yes, they do keep the records, or copies of the records, with them. And so anything older than 52 will be stored by them. So if you were looking for old things, of course, it would be going to the church. But anything newer than then, modern day, you'd come here.
Are they Catholic or Protestant or what kind
It's
of
St. Joseph's Church.
Joseph? Oh,
That's Catholic, yes. Protestant Catholics in America. There's quite a few, actually.
great. Thank you for your help. Do you maybe carry a map of the city?
No, but you can point you to a board. So the church is on the west side of on the east side of town. Just 2 blocks away from the bridge.
So they're quite close to each other. Makes our trip easier.
All right, you can't miss it. It's a 1-story building, got brown walls, and a lovely statue out in front in the fountain.
In mind, thank you.
So in the afternoon, you all gather again around the mystery vehicle. I'm gonna just call it the mystery vehicle.
All right.
Frida and Yule says they've been wandering around town. What they gather from talking to people is that the mood is a bit sour. Because for the past 2 weeks, one person says for the past 2 weeks, the church has been closed. The pastor there just didn't want to take mass. And so he closed the church and hasn't said why. And that's kind of the issue in town here, that they think is that the church itself is suffering from something, or the pastor is, and they don't. And yeah, they say so. That's probably something that we should look into.
All right. Well, I also found out that the church holds records of all the buildings, so it's probably best we go there. And there's an old bridge. I don't know if there's a troll underneath there or any relics, but hey, adventure awaits. Am I right?
Yes. It's nearing evening, and yeah, about dinner time. So the town's lights starts switching on the streets. People leave their offices to go home, and it is almost time to end. All right, everybody. I'll cut it off here, and next week, hopefully, we'll have the other two members of our party join us for a lovely quest that I have set up.
Hopefully they'll actually answer us this time.
Hopefully. We can always hope.
Yes.
Okay then, everyone. See you all.
Have a nice evening.
You too.
as well.
Bye.
Oh, Luan, the stats on the axe. You don't know what it does yet until you swing it, if you ever swing it.
Good to Goblet Lady.
You can tell him it's a special looking axe. Alright. But you never know until you try.
Alright. Well, good night, everyone. It's been fun playing.
Okay then. See you all. Bye, Luan.
Okay, so already 11?
Yes.
Alright, cool.
Okay.
So, do we need to do an outro, or did you guys do it already?
We sort of cut it off because it's 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit late. We'll hopefully have the other members of the party around for more back and forth then. Alright then.
Alright,
Bye-bye.
thank you everybody for watching, and hopefully we'll have another session next week if enough people can join.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, you guys are done with your first term, right?
Week 1 begins next week again.
Alright, cool. Alright, so thank you everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!
Bye bye.